The marathon is just about seeing long term, seeing a vision, understanding that nothing really worthwhile happens overnight, and just sticking to your script long enough to make something real happen. Laying a brick every day instead of trying to build a brick wall. Just lay a brick every day. Eventually you look up, you're gonna have a brick wall.
Never stop, even if you think you're doing it wrong. Just always think on what you're doing and correct it and keep going, but just never stop. Because if you stop everything you work for, you'll be starting over. You never know how far. You never know how close you is to getting what you want.
Interesting way to look at it.
Facts.
Don't get scared by the result that you getting or the one that you ain't getting. Don't let that shit discourage you, man. Just keep working. Keep working. Keep literally work. Like, that's the only thing that gonna get you out of the hell you in. Work. It ain't nothing. Don't let nobody trick you. Don't let nobody tell you it's something different. Don't let nobody tell you one song gonna do it for you. It ain't. You gotta work. You literally got to work more than you complain. You got to work more than you think. You got to work more than you breathe. You got to want this shit more than you want to talk. You got to want this shit more than you want to anything in your life. Once you start thinking like that, it start happening how you want it to happen. When you want it, for real. Like, most niggas just say they want it because it sound cool to say. You got to really want this shit, and you got to really sacrifice. Sacrifice, consistency, and patience. You got to sacrifice to get it, and you got to be consistent enough to keep it and patient enough to let it happen for you. Like, it gon' happen, but you gotta be patient enough to let it. Like,
people, it's like you knew. You gotta prove yourself and all that shit. Me, I ain't had to prove myself to how I felt. It's like I felt like I had to everybody else I would prove myself, but to me, it's like I was just waiting like, damn, watch how they face turn, and goddamn when I flip this shit and I get hot and do this and do that. Cause I knew I was gonna get myself hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 100% knew it.
How'd you know it, and how were you able to execute on that?
It's like I ain't scared, bro, and I love the hustle. I love the adrenaline. I love the feeling of putting the play together and like going all the way through with it and smiling at the end because it did more than what you even thought and expected the shit to do. Mm-hmm. Know what I'm saying? And with any play you execute and you do that on, it's like, it's going to be success. I don't care what it is. I don't care who you is. It's like, you do it right, it's going to get done right.
My mentality when I do start to be like, damn, this is a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's what it's supposed to feel like. If you are going toward what the vision look like, and that's like greatness. That's, on multiple levels. Mm-hmm. That's the vision that I'm working toward. So I'm like, I just think about that. Like, this shit ain't supposed to feel, comfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to stretch you. It's supposed to be a burden to a degree. And you gotta, wrap your mind around that and accept it and embrace it. And you catch some wisdom off of that. You know what I mean?
you gotta sacrifice for what you want. If you don't never sacrifice shit, that means you ain't want shit. Literally. You gotta know for sure what you gonna sacrifice, and then just go shoot at whatever you trying to get, because you gonna get it. As long as you sacrificing something. As long as you got, see, this shit for me, it like patience, sacrifice, and goddamn, basically that. Like, for me, like, to win, like, the key to success, that shit really, like, sacrifice, patience, and consistency. As long as a nigga consistent, you gonna win, bro.
I'm trying to have fun with it. I'm trying to like make history. I'm trying to like all the young niggas that feel like they out here trying to get it, and they wake up every day and it's like they out here like, man, ain't shit gonna stop them from becoming successful. Goddamn, it's like that's what I'm making this music for. You know what I mean? I'm making this music for this little nigga. Goddamn, it's like, man, he wish he can goddamn have some Jordans to wear to school, but he gotta just settle for these little weak ass Reeboks that his mom and them can't afford. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what I'm making this shit for. Cause I used to be them little niggas. You know what I mean? It's just like when you look at that cover, that role model cover, it's one of them little boys on there. I think he in a red shirt. If you look at, like, that shit wasn't staged. Like, that picture, that shit from a video shoot when we shot Major, actually. You know what I mean? And it was a photo. And I was like, damn, I got to use that for the cover. You know what I'm saying? It like Strick Long just based off a little dude in that red shirt. I was like, damn, bro, that used to be me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how he looking at me? Like, it's crazy, bro, because they used to be me.
I think as human beings, everybody has a natural gift and a natural passion, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, you know, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world? And that was powerful for me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like I know what I want, I know what I'm worth, and I know what I'm gonna do. And I know what all I'm doing right now, so I know exactly what predicted and what situation I'm gonna be in next year and 2 years from then. So you can't talk to me about like some money right now when it's like I don't know, bro. Like my mind just geeked up crazy as hell, and I see shit before it happen, and I know exactly what I want.
I feel like you gotta embrace your position, you know what I mean, and not shy away from it. You a leader, people following you, so you gotta lead people to the lake and to success, because people gonna follow you regardless, whether you embrace it or not.
That's what, you know what I mean, separate the boys and the men, you know what I mean? Like, shit, you can jump out here and play if you want to, but you start fucking up, you ain't taking care of your business, bro. You just a victim to this shit.